by amp2tv.square.
The opinions expressed on the following sponsored program are strictly those of its hosts, guests, and callers and are not necessarily those of this station, its staff, management, or sponsors.
Welcome to Living Life Well with Gina Bella. Join us on each show as we talk about health and wellness and how to live life well from the inside out. For more information, contact Gina Bella at 954-857-5444 or email llwginabella@gmail.com. Now, on with the show.
Hi, good evening. Thank you for coming back. This is Living Life Well with Gina Bella. And some of you know me as the artist that has some of my pieces here. But this is a different show. This is all about health and wellness. So thank you for joining me. And tonight I want to talk a little bit about resetting. So it's now February, so welcome to the love month, February, and we all want to look good and feel good. So I just wanted to bring up that it doesn't matter where you are, you can reset. We can start now. Like January comes, everybody makes their resolutions. And sometimes it sticks, and sometimes it just doesn't. So February, it's a good time. We can reset. No matter where you are, we can reset. And there's like this little poem that I wanted to read that I love. It's like this little saying. And it says, be strong enough to stand alone, smart enough to know when you need help, brave enough to and ask for it. So I'm here to help you. And this is what this show is about. So basically, I wanted to talk a little bit about the slender eyes. And if you joined me last time, we talked about it a little bit. So I just want to touch on it again for just a sec. And basically, it's a hormone-free designed to release the fats in your body, curb your hunger and appetite, assist your weight management, support digestive health, and aid your body's endurance and stamina. And it's this little bottle here. The other bottle, it's called Accelerate, and you use them together. And that one, it's a combination of B12, vitamin H, a blend of abdatic herbs, and it releases and increases the metabolic rate, enhances energy levels, and stabilizes your mood. And who doesn't need their mood stabilized? Are you with me? Because I know I do. So it helps. It helps in a lot of different areas. And that's this little bottle here. And you take these 3 times a day before your meals, and it's like amazing. So I love it, and I believe in it. And, I think it's fabulous. And the other thing I'm going to talk about tonight, it's called MOA, the mother of all. And basically, the power is in the pouch. This little pouch here, okay? This is amazing. It's like peppery tasting, and I think it's delicious. So
people are writing in wanting to know about the products, and have you used them before?
I have used them before. For instance, the Slender Eyes product, this product here. I've used this before, and I'm still using it now. I believe in it very strongly. So far, I've lost about 28 pounds on it, and I'm still going. I've changed my eating habits to eat a little more healthy and clean, so that has helped me. And this MOA, yes, I use it every single day, and I just love it. It's amazing.
And why would someone want to start on their products? They're wanting to know, is there something or a reason that they should get started, or one product over another?
Okay, well, I believe that the Slender Eyes, it's easy. There's nothing unnatural in it. It's all homeopathic. I could send anybody they want the ingredient list in it. or you could look it up. I will send you that as well. So I totally believe in it because it's easy, and I love easy. Easy works with my life because I'm so busy painting or, doing my other job and just running around. It's easy. You just take it before your meals, and it works. It 100% works. So, and the MOA, it just makes you feel great from the inside out. It gives you energy, and it's amazing. And I have someone who's going to be a guest tonight who will go into more detail on both of them. So please do stick around because he could tell you anything you want to know. And of course, if you have questions, you can definitely just chat it, and we'll answer your questions. So this MOA, just to give you just a brief synopsis of it, it's an anti-inflammatory. It helps uplift your mood. And again, who doesn't need that? I do. I totally do. And it's cholesterol support. It brings your body back into balance. I think it's the elixir of life. So it has 36 superfoods in it, antioxidant rich, and it has cellular function. So it's just like this amazing little pouch, and it's easy as well. You could just take it to go, and you take that twice a day. You can take it in the morning, you can take it in the afternoon, or you can take it in the evening. So I take it twice a day, and it has totally given me a new outlook on the way I feel. I haven't seen or, experienced anything like it. So I really love it. And I think that you would too if you wanted to try it. So anyway, that's what we're going to talk about tonight. And here's like a little list. I don't know if you can see it, but I'll lift it up. It is all the superfoods that are in it. And if you would like a copy of this, of course, you can email me at llwginabella, GINABELLA, @gmail.com. And I can send you anything you want, any of the information. So we're going to cut to a commercial. And then when we come back, we'll talk a little bit more, and I'll introduce my guest to you tonight. Okay? See you in a bit.
Creative, enchanting, whimsical. Artist Gina Bella is always creating artwork based on real stories and emotions. Expressed through Italian papers, paints, flowers, metals, and clay, her feelings and stories come to life. Complete with glittery diamond dust over paintings and pottery, Gina Bella is always creating new pieces and commissions. You can find her work in staging homes, family Christian bookstores, New Jersey boutiques, and the Brooklyn Cafe Gallery, where she offers personal guided tours of her latest art pieces. Gina can also be found hosting weekend art camps, where she teaches adults and children pottery, painting, and jewelry. For more information on Gina Bella and her art, contact livinglifeartfully@gmail.com or give a call to 954-857-5444.
You've been watching and listening to Living Life Well with Gina Bella. For more information, contact Gina Bella at 954-857-5444 or email Gina Bella at llwginabella@gmail.com. If you'd like to be part of the show, call 888-565-1470. And now, back to the show.
Thank you for being back and joining me again. So have you thought about the reset and starting over? And it's February, so we can start over, Okay, so what I wanted to do is introduce you to my special guest. His name is Todd Rowland, and he has a master's degree in kinesiology and nutrition. He's also certified in strength and conditioning, and he's worked in that field for over 30 years. The last 8 years, He's been a specialist with these products, so he can answer all your questions. So please call or chat in, and we can answer any of your questions. With further ado, I'd like to introduce you to Todd Rowland. Welcome, Todd. How are you?
Hey,
Nice
Gina,
to see you.
I love your artwork. I love your artwork on the commercials,
I can't hear
and you
you.
said the magical word that the reset button. I mean, we've moved into a new year, and most of us at the beginning of every new year would like to hit the reset button. We would like to have more. We'd like our immune system to be stronger. We'd like to have better sleep. We'd like to have less inflammation in our body. And of course, we would all like to lose at least 10 more pounds, get ripped up before it's time to put on the swimsuits and bikinis. And the two products you've got sitting there address every one of those issues. Those slenderized drops you were talking about, they come with an instruction booklet, and they come with what we call an approved food list. This little bottle that you've got sitting there on your desk, it has a little dropper in it. But what we do is we put these drops underneath our tongue 10 minutes before our three biggest meals. And as you mentioned, I've got my background in nutrition and kinesiology, and the science of losing weight never changes. It doesn't matter if we call it the Atkins diet, if we call it the paleo, the Mediterranean, which kind of got its origination down there in South Florida where you're at, or whether it's the new hip hop ketogenic diet. Ketogenic diet is really neat because what it did is it branded what we have to do to lose weight. We must get into what we call a ketogenic state, meaning we have to burn through our glucose in our blood and our stored glycogen in our liver and muscles. That's where we store our sugar. Not until those two energy sources are depleted will we begin to use fat for energy. Quote, ketones, ketogenic diet. So the ketogenic diet is a really strict way to get your body burning fat. This is much less strict, but it does the exact same thing. It gets your body into the fat burning mode. And what these homeopathic drops do is they balance things out. They help balance out the insulin secretion coming out of the pancreas. Women that are watching your show, most are suffering from one or two things, either thyroid issues, high or low, or they're suffering from hormonal issues. And believe it or not, those drops were invented by a group of doctors specific for those two reasons, for hormonal balance in women and thyroid balance. And when they started running their clinical trials, they found out that all the women in the trials were losing in the neighborhood of half a pound a day. Because when you get the thyroid balance, you get the insulin secretion down, and you get the hormones in balance, the body gets on your side, and it allows you to get in that ketogenic diet, that ketogenic state quicker. And then I'm going to say one last thing and turn it back to you for questions. But so that is your weight loss and your balance. But the MOA that you mentioned, this is 36 of the world's best superfoods. And it does two very important things. It reduces inflammation in the body. Inflammation raises its head as rheumatoid arthritis, aches, pains, gout, digestive flare-ups. They're all rooted in inflammation. So we bring down inflammation, we feel better, we hurt less, we move more. But the other thing, it's got 5 medicinal mushrooms in it that really boost the immune system. It's also got the acai berry, the noni, the elderberry, all things that people go and buy at the nutrition store by themselves singularly for really almost as much. They pay as much for those products singularly as you can get all 36 in one package. So when you reduce inflammation, you boost the immune system, you balance the body, and then if you follow instructions and eat from what we call the approved food list and keep your body from storing too much glucose and glycogen and get it burning fat, man, you can transform, or as you called it, reset your very quickly.
It's amazing. And it's so simple. That's what I love about it, Todd. It's easy and it's simple. There's nothing like major that you have to do.
Gina. It truly is, Gina. That's the genius of our program. You know, I've always said that all programs that have ever been built to create weight loss have to follow the same rules. We have to take simple sugars and carbs out of the diet, because if we don't, the body's going to use that as fuel, not burn fat. So they all do the same thing. There's a few couple of foods that some emphasize more than others, but we want to up our healthy intake, avocados, quality raw nuts like almonds or pistachios. We want to stay away from basically anything in our bag or a box. The sad thing of the world we live in is the food industry's up to speed on that. We're getting more knowledgeable. So what they do is there are no rules on what they can put on the front of a box. So on the front of a box or bag, they put all the catchy words that grab all the mamas: heart healthy,
True.
non-GMO, organic. Well, see, none of that has anything to do with weight gain or weight loss. So you have to become a label reader and find out how many carbs, how much fiber, because fiber can cancel out carbs and make it low glycemic. How much simple sugar. Sugar has a lot of different names, but they still got to list the grams of all-inclusive sugar there. And I will tell you, whether you're shopping at Fresh Market, Whole Foods, you're just not going to find very many things in a bag or a box that are going to accelerate weight loss. They're all going to decelerate weight loss. So shop on those outer aisles. Find things that God made that haven't been boxed and man processed. They're all in this approved food list. Gina, you've got it there. I encourage people to reach out to you. And you've already lost 28 pounds. You've learned the system. You know some tricks to make everything taste good. So, Gina, I expect you to create a tidal wave there in South Florida of weight loss as everybody begins to reset in 2022.
Exactly. And I would love people to reach out to me as well, because I have amazing recipes. It's all clean, healthy eating, delicious recipes from, breakfast foods to snacks that are really good and healthy, to dinners and, things like that. And you won't, at least for me, I know that this has taken away, when I take the SlenderX product, it has totally taken away my cravings for bad things. So that's another part of it that I love.
Yeah, so that is the magic, Gina, and that's the reason for the drops. Like I said, our approved food list, paleo, ketogenic, they're all following the same rules, but what all of those programs require from you and I is discipline, making the right decisions over time. We can't fix 5 years of bad decisions in 5 days. This is a process,
Right.
and for the process to be simple and us to have more discipline, we need our hormonal structure to be on our side. We need insulin levels to be lower. We need thyroids to be in balance. We need, especially for women, estrogen levels and other hormonal things going on to be more in balance, because when they're out of balance, we make really bad decisions looking for relief. And especially with insulin out of balance, when insulin's out of balance, what it does is it pulls those glucose levels in your blood too low, and that's where those crazy cravings come in, because you're riding this cycle all the time. So those drops, if taken properly, and you said it, they go underneath your tongue before your 3 biggest meals, you'll be amazed about day 3 or 4 how much decision-making ability you've gained on doing the right things every hour of every day for a period of time until you reach your goal.
And that's true. That's how it was with me. After the 3rd day of taking it, I didn't want bread anymore because I craved bread all the time. The carbs, I just didn't want them anymore. And it was just like, it took it away. So it was really good for me.
Yeah, I know your audience there in South Florida probably don't do a lot of fires in the fireplace like they do up north.
Unfortunately.
However, probably everybody has seen like a piece of kindling. You throw it on the fire and it really burns up, and then it goes out. But if you get a big log, they call it a back log, and you throw it on the fire, it takes longer for it to start burning. But once it starts burning, it can burn all night. That is when we eat simple sugars and carbs, it's like kindling in our blood. We get a burst of energy. We eat the donut, we eat the pastry in the morning, we drink a cup of coffee, boom, we're off for the races. But by 9:30 or 10 o'clock, we feel like the world has crashed on top of us. So what are we doing? We're reaching again. And it's this perpetual cycle gets your body out of whack. It causes adrenal fatigue. It keeps you from sleeping good at night. All kind of issues go on. These drops are designed coupled with our approved food list, which is a low glycemic food list, to balance that sugar level out and get you burning fat for energy. Get ketones being made. Ketones are the backlogs. Once you ever get that metabolic state in place where you can burn fat for energy, now you don't have the ups and downs. You have the even keel. And just as you mentioned, you're not craving all those breads and donuts and candy bars and M&Ms and energy drinks because you don't need them anymore.
Right, right. And I really like the way the MOA tastes. It's got like this peppery type of taste to it. And I love it. I really love it. And you could refrigerate it or not. I've never refrigerated mine. I carry a couple in my purse every day, and I just take it in the morning, and in the afternoon is when I take mine.
Yeah, so the MOA, they really do two separate things, but they work great together for the end result. So the MOA has 36 of the world's best superfoods in this one liquid pouch. Like you said, it's way better cold. It does have black seed pepper extract that is needed for absorption, so it's a bit spicy, not sugary, but this is going to really decrease the inflammation going on in the body. And inflammation is really the root cause of everything, to include cardiovascular disease. But the main thing from a health standpoint, besides hurting less and feeling better, is when we get that inflammation down, we begin to move more. We feel like exercising. We feel like maybe riding on the treadmill. We feel like going for a walk around the block, or possibly getting back engaged in some type of more vigorous activity that we used to do when we were younger.
Right.
So you get the inflammation reduced, you get the hormones under control in combination with each other. As you called it, a 90-day reset here is very realistic. Now, depending on where you've gotten to, we may not be able to get you to your 90 days, but in 90 days, I mean, generally speaking, we ran a clinical study at the University of Florida. You can get, as a matter of fact, Gina, anybody wants to contact you, you can send them the 38-page white paper study that was ran. But in the white paper study at the University of Florida, over the course, they did it for a 28-day period. Over the course of that 28 days, women lost on average half a pound a day. So most women are going to lose 14 pounds their first month. Men lost 3/4 pound a day in the same study. So men are going to lose closer to 21 pounds. But we found out here that is exceeded all of the time when people follow the instructions correctly and get the drops underneath their tongue. I've seen a lot of women, especially women that need to lose a good bit of weight, lose as much as 1 pound to 1.25 pounds a day.
Right, right. And there's really nothing to lose except weight with this product, really. I mean, it's great to try, and I encourage anybody to reach out to me and just get the information. Like I said before, you can email me, and I will send you whatever you'd like. It's llwginabella@gmail.com. And just mention the show, and I will send you a link for 15% off of the products if you'd like.
That's awesome, Gina. And I will tell you, if you're out there considering it, you can do them separately, but done in conjunction. You can do your drops and your 36 superfoods daily for about half the price as one drive-through meal at a fast food restaurant.
That's the truth.
So, we're going to be replacing those meals with things like maybe an apple or an avocado or some turkey or it could be whatever you want. You're going to see our proof food list is really big, but no matter what we replace it with, by the time you replace it with the correct food and take this, you're saving money as compared to running in the gas station, grabbing the energy drink, grabbing whatever your fix is to get your sugar levels back up. I find that most people save money once they get on the program.
Right,
Come
that's
off
true.
of medication or Tylenol or different things they're using for their inflammation.
That is true. And like I said before, there's nothing to lose because there is a money-back guarantee.
Is there a trial program people can do?
Is there a trial program that people can do for this, Todd?
Yeah, so Gina, we have some other products that come with true trials. The drops are impossible to trial because they are in a bottle with a dropper. There's just no way to trial this out. The MOA, however, comes in a box just like you've got sitting there, 30 individual packets. So absolutely, somebody could contact you, Gina, and say, I want to give it a 1 week try, and you can take out 7 MOAs and send it over to them for a 1 week price.
That works.
So
That
absolutely
works.
there is. And then, you can trial that. But we've got some other things we'll talk about in future shows. One thing, I'm just going to kind of put this teaser out there. We have a new product that had been under construction with our R&D and all of our doctors for a number of years. We actually have a patent on one of this new product, but it is a growth hormone enhancer, a natural way, and it comes in a stick packet, really easy we've had some flash sales of it, but our first true shipment comes in for sales. February the 19th is when that will go on sale all the time. So
Interesting.
we'll talk about it on a future show. So
Perfect.
as a person gets into balance, they always want more growth hormone because growth hormone is the longevity hormone. It keeps us young. It keeps our lean muscle mass up. It increases sexual drive. All the things that a lot of us are chasing as we get into our 40s, 50s, 60s, and 70s.
Sounds great. Don't give away too much, though. We'll talk about it next time. So I want to thank you so much, Todd, for coming on and just giving all your knowledge to everybody, So if anybody has any questions, again, it's llwginabella@gmail.com. And we will see you in 2 weeks. I hope everybody has a great night. And don't forget to contact me so you can reset once again. Have a great evening. Good night. Thanks, Todd.
Thank you for listening and watching Living Life Well with Gina Bella. For more information, contact Gina Bella at 954-857-5444 or email llwginabella@gmail.com. We'll see you on the next show.